What's up, Fackers? We are back. Fantasy and Chill 101. Our 101 top fantasy players for the 2020 fantasy football season. Number 87 on the countdown. The name I have here is Darrell Henderson, but we're kind of just going to call this the Los Angeles Rams running back position as a whole. Okay, so we got Darrell Henderson. Let me go through. I have Darrell Henderson's stats here, then we'll mention the other guys. Darrell Henderson, we have him as the Rams running back, whoever the starter is our 38th ranked running back. Last year, Darrell Henderson finished as running back number 96. Okay, he had 39 carries for 147 yards. Also added 4 catches for 37 yards. He scored 20.4 fantasy points for an average of 1.6 per game. All right, but keep in mind, Todd Gurley was there last year. He was the main running back. Okay, but the other guys we're talking about here, we got Darrell Henderson, we got Malcolm Brown, who we saw a little bit last year. They also drafted the rookie out of Florida State, Cam Akers. Okay, so we're still about 4 months away from the NFL kicking off. So we kind of need training camp to happen before we really see who kind of takes that position and runs away with it. But we're going to talk about Darrell Henderson first just because he got drafted. They drafted him last year kind of early, and I really like his skill set. He's explosive like Gurley is, to where I think he kind of fits that role. We just mentioned the two guys to be competing with, how it's going to be a running back by committee. So Darrell Henderson, Malcolm Brown, kind of the banger, bigger guy, had a good one. Top waiver priority guy. He was that every year. There's that one guy that kind of goes off week one and everybody spends all their money on. That was Malcolm Brown last year. Didn't do anything the rest of the season. So if you spent money on him, Sam, then you wasted your money. And then Cam Akers, who had a great career at Florida State, coming in to kind of join in on that. So not really sure in what direction they're going to go. But like I said, we have them here in our top 101 because it's the Rams. We figured them to be an explosive offense again under Sean McVay. So whoever gets that kind of starting nod should be valuable.
Yeah, and I'm basically just tossing out Malcolm Brown here. I don't think he really has a shot to do much of anything. I mean, he doesn't. This is his last year
Right.
on his contract.
He fills a role. He's a change of pace guy, maybe the third down short yardage guy. But we're probably really talking about the starter that's going to fill the Gurley role, either Henderson or Cam Akers.
Yeah, and I don't know if they just don't believe in Henderson because they took Cam Akers second round, right? Did you mention that already? Yeah. So, I mean, they took Henderson third round last year, but if you look at like the stats, it seemed like they were giving the ball more to Malcolm Brown later in the year last year than Darrell Henderson. I don't know if they just don't believe in him because they ended up drafting Cam Akers, as I said, but I don't know.
I don't know. Sometimes it takes a little bit for running backs to get going in the NFL. So I mean, we don't know. Like I said, Gurley was there last year. He was by far the number one. So,
Yeah, yeah,
maybe he was still learning the offense. I'm sure Sean McVay doesn't have the easiest offense to learn. So, another year in that system. Hopefully, he'll be better up to speed.
yeah. I guess the one thing I'm worried about is when you don't have like a number one starter, like a guaranteed number one starter. That's when you start seeing these running back by committees, and basically you're just gambling on am I drafting the right guy?
Right. I was just kind of about to get at the worst case scenario here is that this situation drags on up until your draft to where the Rams don't say anything and you're just kind of you're guessing. You don't know. We're hoping preseason can kind of show us some of that, but preseason only goes so far. It's really going to just take them coming out and saying, "Hey, he's our starter."
Right.
Because
Yeah.
other than that, I don't know if I would want to use a draft pick on one of these guys.
But the thing is, if one of these guys do start performing, then it's basically their job because they don't have any other competition. Then I don't,
Right.
like I said, Malcolm Brown, I don't believe in him that much. But the weird thing is, so they drafted Cam Akers second round, and I was looking at the ADPs, and it looks like Cam Akers is going before Darrell Henderson. I know it's still really early. Like I don't know if all the ADPs have caught up on these websites so far, but right now Cam Akers is going before Darrell Henderson. I think we just did a mock draft, and Akers went in the ninth round, and Henderson went in the 12th round. So
Yeah.
That's 3 round difference right there, where you might be getting the same same guy.
Could this kind of be the poor man's 49ers backfield situation where you kind of just ride the hot hand?
In a
Because
way,
at different times last year, Tevin Coleman, Raheem Mostert, and Matt Breida were all considered the guy for that game. There'll probably be games this year where Darrell Henderson, Cam Akers, or Malcolm Brown all have a good game at different times. So
yeah.
obviously skilled that the 49ers were, but maybe 49ers light for the Rams here.
Always gotta throw it in. Oh, so Kyle Shanahan is, historically used running back by committees when he had Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman, and now moving over to San Francisco. But the Rams have had Todd Gurley this entire time, so who knows what they actually want to do if they want to go to a running back by committee. But they've used Todd Gurley as their number one back. Like he hasn't had any competition, so maybe they want to have
Right.
that number one back again. And if I had to choose between these two, between Darrell Henderson and Cam Akers, I think I'm going to go Cam Akers. Just because there was the period last year where Darrell Henderson had a decent shot. He got back to back 11 carries a game. I don't know if I said that right. But week 7 and week 8, he had 11 carries, and he really didn't do much. And that was with Malcolm Brown out. So, like I said, I don't know if they just don't believe in him or maybe he just hasn't got a true shot yet. But I'll be going Cam Akers. I don't know if I'm going to spend a 9th round on him, but if I had to pick,
Right.
I'd choose him.
Right. If the draft was tomorrow, I'd probably just stay away completely just because we don't really have any idea. But as we get closer to fantasy draft season, hopefully the picture will become a little clearer and one of these guys will emerge. But I think I'm kind of siding with Matt to where I think Cam Akers is probably the pick right now. But we can't just write off Henderson. They drafted him. He's
Yeah.
just his second
Oh,
year.
yeah.
They drafted him last year with an early pick. So they not just want to throw away that pick already. He's going to get an opportunity also,
Yeah. And the good thing is we still have preseason coming. Well,
hopefully.
maybe. Hopefully we have preseason coming where we'll kind of knock out these questions we have on which guy we should be choosing, and you'll be able to see who has more talent or who they're leaning on, and the rankings will shake up from there. But yeah, I'm not too worried about Malcolm Brown. As I said like 3 times already, he doesn't catch the ball that much. He's more just kind of a banger guy. Maybe he might steal some goal line carries, but that's all I'm seeing
Yeah,
from him.
I think he's a clear third option.
Yeah.
All right, so just to wrap it up, Darrell Henderson slash Cam Akers, we'll call it that. Darrell
I'm
Henderson
okay with
slash
it.
Cam Akers. We're calling it the 38th ranked running back, number 87 overall. We out.
We out.